happening in this house, but it seems like there was some dark things going on. So we're heading back out to a house that I walked a few weeks ago. This is literally one of the worst houses that I've ever been inside. There was so much stuff, so much trash, so much rotting garbage that I literally couldn't even navigate from one end of the house to the other, and quite frankly, just get into every room in the house. So with that, I was unable to put together an accurate scope of work or repair budget because I just couldn't see what was going on in there. So since then, we've got a trash out crew in there. They spent the last handful of days getting everything out of the property. So we're heading out to the property with a goal to be able to walk the property, actually get into every room so that we can put together an accurate repair budget. In addition to the 30 trailer loads of garbage that we had to haul off the property, there was also a van that was left behind. The neighbor actually had told me that just a few days prior to us being there was actually someone sleeping in the van, and there'd been multiple people just coming and going off the property at all hours of the day. My hope is now that everything has been removed from the property, whomever was trespassing and breaking in and using the house as a crash pad or whatever they were using it for, now no longer has a reason to come back. But that is not always the case. Well, here's our beauty, guys. It's definitely looking better than last time, at least from the exterior of the house, but I gotta be honest with you, I am still nervous to see what we're gonna uncover on the inside.
This already looks like a completely different property, but clearing out the garbage was only step one. Now we get to see what it was hiding.
Now that all the stuff's out of the property, we can at least navigate the interior. Hopefully the smell has died down a little bit as well. As you can see here, the trash out crew still has a dumpster that they gotta get out of here. Let's poke our heads in there and see what's all in there. Oh, holy smokes. Well, I know where all the beechwood ended up. Just a bunch of everything. Not too much trash. We got beechwood, a bunch of other random pieces of wood, furniture, some nasty smelling carpet. I'm glad to get all of that out of here. Guys, if you were with me on the first video, this front area, not only by the street, but in the yard and stacked all along this entire fence was beechwood. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And then throughout the entire yard, not just beechwood, I'm talking piles and piles of junk. Where I'm standing was a giant mound of stuff under a blue tarp. I didn't even have the courage to lift up the tarp itself, but there was such a nasty smell coming from the exterior of this house, I didn't dare lift the hood on that. With all the trash gone, the overall property itself definitely looks better. I gotta be honest with you, the condition of the house itself kind of looks a little worse. I'm genuinely nervous to walk in that front door. Before we head inside, let's go check out backyard area. There was a ton of stuff there. I just kind of want to see how that looks. So let's head on back there before we head inside. So the first time I was here, I could barely navigate through this section. There was so much garbage and things left behind just scattered everywhere. I was tripping over things to even get to the backyard, not to mention there was a van parked right here. Now that we can at least walk the property, makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. This backyard is looking a whole heck of a lot better than a couple weeks ago, that's for sure. There was mounds of garbage on this back deck here. It was insane.
Getting everything off the property should have made this visit a lot easier. Unfortunately, it looks like we may not have been the only ones back here.
Okay, what is going on here? This isn't good. Looks like someone may have been tampering with our 2x6 here. Usually when our trash out crews are finished with the job, we ask them to make sure that the house is secure, which usually leads them to boarding up some of the doors. In this scenario, it looks like they did exactly that. It's been tampered with, as you can see. So someone's been here pulling out these screws, trying to get inside. I don't think they gained entry through this door, given we got a toe kick board in place here, but that doesn't mean they didn't find another, I don't know, cracked window or something, but we're gonna find out. I hope that's not the case. So last time we were here, we found some concerning things in this shed. And previously when I walked this property, I didn't notice that they had tried to, looks like they bootlegged in some power from the house over to this shed for whatever type of, I don't know, science experiments they may have been doing in here, to put it nicely. Yeah, I mean, this thing, it's interesting up there. Jar caps screwed to the rafter with one single jar screwed in. I wonder what their thought process was there, if they had any. Anyway, I'm thinking this shed is probably just a teardown. We've got pretty big holes in the siding. The floor itself is pretty wonky, so probably gonna have to go. Yeah, this whole bootlegged electrical situation going out to the shed makes me a little nervous. All right, I think that's it for the exterior so far, guys. I think it's time to head on inside and check out the interior condition of the home and see exactly what we're dealing with. Hopefully the smell has died down a little bit from last time, because I couldn't even bear it. It was so bad. Hopefully that's calmed down a bit. I still can't believe how much trash was left behind here. I'm talking front yard was completely full. The backyard was completely full. The house also full. It was a big undertaking just to get the trash off the property. Guys, I'll be getting into what the final trash out bill actually cost us here in just a little bit, but hit me in the comments. Let me know how much you think it cost. Give me your best guess. So another point of concern, I don't remember this window being broken last time we were here. So I'm kind of getting the vibe that people may have been back here. So we're just gonna be extra cautious as we head on inside.
Last time we couldn't make it through half the house. This time, there's nothing blocking our way, and we're about to find out whether that's a good thing.
Well, here goes nothing. Hello? If anyone's here, let yourself be known. Oh my God. Whew. It still smells nasty. Can you guys see all just the flies everywhere? Good Lordy. I am happy to see it cleared out. Last time we were here, I couldn't even walk anywhere in this living room. It was so full of stuff. And then trying to navigate into this kitchen area, I had to tip over a table just to get through. I mean, there was just stuff everywhere. This is a section of the house back here we couldn't even get into. There was so much stuff. So to be honest with you, I'm a little nervous to see what's back there. This is pretty interesting. Look at the list of stuff they have here. Wish list, cat litter, don't touch anything that's not yours without permission. Things that are optional. Telling Crystal she's pretty. I don't know why that'd be optional. Skipping breakfast. Washing your hands. Definitely not optional. We were taught that in elementary school. Not optional. Paying rent. Well, they definitely weren't paying rent. Like, the type of people that were living in this house don't seem like the type of people that would be writing on a chalkboard for whatever reason. It just strikes me as odd. Okay, let's carry on and check out the rest of this place. Whoa, holy smokes. This kitchen is absolutely toast. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you can see all the bugs. This is insane. Oh, sorry, I thought I heard someone walking up. Whew. Decent, how are you? So I had another one of the neighbors approach me. It's this house across the street. Super nice guy. And he was just telling me horror stories about what he's been dealing with our house here and just the previous people who were living here.
A lot of traffic at night.
I bet there was people coming and going all the time, huh? He said they've stolen stuff off his property.
Yeah, we got a lot of struggles. I mean,
I can only imagine.
yeah, they stole my downspout.
What? They came onto his property in the middle of the night, stolen his downspouts off of his gutters. I mean, it's just been a whole ordeal. He was just very happy to see that the property had been purchased and us get the people off the property and get all the stuff out. All right, well, let's head back here and see what this is all about. So this feels to me like it used to be the garage. I can't confirm that yet, but that's just the vibe I'm getting at this point. Just a super weird layout here. So we've got ourselves a lovely bathroom. My goodness. Whew. I don't even know what to make of this. Just insane. So this is just a weird layout in here. I don't know what this little bump out is. I guess maybe they were kind of using it as a closet space or something, I guess. But it's just odd. And that's not the only thing odd about this space. And I don't know what's going on with this little back room, but we've got some water coming from somewhere. So here's that back door that was tampered with on the exterior. Thankfully, they boarded it up on both the inside and the outside of the house. This is definitely what's stopping anyone from getting in, at least through this point of entry. Okay, so this is where the washer and dryer go, apparently. And it's just leaking everywhere. Oh, no.
The more of this house we uncover, the stranger it seems to get. And at this point, we still haven't seen everything.
Okay, what the flip? Is our electrical panel missing? Doesn't that look like that's where the electrical panel would be? I'm really hoping that's not the case and they didn't strip a bunch of stuff out of here. Maybe it's something else. We'll walk the rest of the house and see what we can find. All right, let's head to the other end of the house, check out the other bedrooms and bathrooms and see what other surprises we run into. Seems like this place is full of them. Look at this. Absolutely nasty. All right, so let's check out the hallway bath here. When I was here 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even get in this bathroom. I couldn't tell what the heck was going on, but it appeared that there wasn't a shower or bathtub, and unfortunately, that seems to be the case. It's hard to say what or why they tore it out. I mean, there's clearly a spot for it here. We still have the shower plumbing up top here. Got your drain lines and everything in here, but they decided to tear it all out. This just keeps getting weirder and weirder. So this hole in the wall here, that right there, that's fiberglass. So that's the back of the fiberglass insert in that other bathroom off of what I believe is, was a previous garage. They did some weird things in here. I mean, this whole house is a complete disaster. I don't think I've ever been in one where the previous tenants decided to just remove the bathtub and shower. Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. No wonder this place smells so bad. All right, so let's check out the bedrooms. We might as well start here in bedroom, what we'll say number 1, which I believe would be considered the master bedroom, just because it is off of the bathroom here. I can't remember if that's called a Jack and Jill, where the master shares a bathroom with the kind of hallway common area. Guys, hit me in the comments. Is that a Jack and Jill or is that a European master? I can't remember, but hit me in the comments. Let me know if you could. Dude. I don't know what was happening in this house, but it seems like there was some dark things going on. Got a giant bolt coming through the door, to an eye hook, to a lock. Like, what in the world is with these people? Guys, so far I'm not seeing a single thing that could be saved in this house. It literally needs everything and then some. We'll get into numbers here shortly on what I think this renovation is gonna cost, as well as what we've already spent on the trash out. So we'll get into that here in just a little bit. We still gotta check out those other 2 bedrooms. So let's see what is going on in there. So bedroom number 2, across from the master. Wow, there's more flies in here than any other room. I love their paint colors though. Oh man, this is not good. The heat vent hanging down. So obviously there was a roof leak at some point, which caused water to work its way in and caused the drywall to fall to the floor. I already knew this place needed a new roof. Wasn't sure how bad it was as far as sheeting goes. That'll yet to be determined. Hopefully we can save some of the sheeting, not have to do a full resheet on the roof because that gets expensive. All right, into our 3rd and final bedroom. So there's even a larger hole in the ceiling in bedroom number 3. Sheetrock's not soft, which is good. What's crazy is the sheeting does not look bad to me. Like, it doesn't even look like it ever got wet. Sometimes roof leaks can be very hard to figure out where they're coming from. You could have a drip in one corner of a room. The water intrusion point is coming from the complete opposite end, and then the water just ends up traveling down a truss or somehow getting to the other side of the room. But usually you can see the wet sheeting, which in this case you can't. So the roof is a bit of a mystery for me.
We finally made it into every room we couldn't reach last time. There's just one place left to check, and with this house, I'm not taking anything for granted.
Guys, I just noticed this attic hatch. I'm gonna see if I can pull that thing down. We can poke our head up in the attic, kind of see what's going on, and who knows, maybe they left some stuff behind up there. So let's see if we can get in there. I don't want anything to fall on me. Ooh. Jesus, like that. It's a random sheet of paper, just about fell out and hit me in the head. Oh, whoa. They left a bunch of stuff up here. Looks like normal people stuff. Not the kind of stuff. We've got Christmas books, Christmas decorations. This is not the kind of stuff that gets left behind by the degenerates that were living here previously. Okay guys, well I think that's pretty much it for the interior of this place. So it's time to get into some numbers on this deal. So we bought this house for $190,000. Previously when I walked it, I had my renovation budget, including trash out, coming in at around $100,000. I think it was 90 for the renovation and 10,000 in trash out. So the trash out bill actually came in lower than expected. I had budgeted 10,000. We actually ended up paying $6,000 to get the trash out done. We were able to use one of our regular vendors that we use, and I think he just took care of us on this deal. So that was, yeah, amazing. We appreciate him so much. One thing that I didn't account for last time was landscape. Honestly, there was so much stuff in like the front yard, I couldn't even tell what was going on here. And now that all the junk is gone, I can see we basically have ourselves a rock quarry. Something's gonna need to be done here. And as well as the backyard, we still have 2 sheds that are gonna need to be demoed, and then all of these briars we're gonna have to get rid of too. So I think between the removal of the sheds, getting rid of the briars, landscaping the backyard, getting rid of the rock quarry we have in the front here is probably gonna cost us an additional $10,000, bringing our renovation budget from $90,000 up to $100,000. And then like I mentioned, we already paid $6,000 in trash out, so it would bring our renovation budget all in to around $106,000. Relatively close to where we were at previously, but there was a couple things I wasn't accounting for, and then we saved a little bit of money on the trash out bill, which is great news. So we bought it for $190,000, put in $106,000, brings our all-in cost to around $296,000. And I think we can sell it on the back end for anywhere from $380,000 to $400,000. So there's still, you know, enough meat on the bone, so long as too many unforeseen things don't pop up, which can still happen, especially in this business. That's it for today, guys. If you want to follow along on this project and other ones that I have going, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, see ya.